Hello, hello, hello. I was just about to hit stream and go on when the postman knocked. So that put me all of a bit of a kerfuffle. Now I've got to recover myself and centre myself. Just literally, I was just about to press when postman. That's more vinyl gone out the door. Hey. What we're talking about? Oh yeah, that is it. For it is the magnificent return of Coffee Time. We didn't do one yesterday because it was Bank Holiday Monday, and everybody was sitting in a traffic jam. I believe, not me. Walking the dog. We are on the Daily Mail website because we're doing the news. We do the news, so you don't have to. That's what we're doing it for. I'm worried that Parcel Force might come and knock in a minute. There's a guitar going out the door. So I'm probably going to get disturbed again. That's if my computer just doesn't start and I'm spewing smoke because it's... anyway, what are we doing here? Let me have a look. What's the top story? Lucy Letby, she's a nurse. She's been accused of... it's murder of 7 babies. Attempted murder of 10 more. Her trial's been ongoing. I mean, it's been several months it's been going at Manchester Crown Court. And today, this very day, she's given evidence in her trial. And she claims she never done anything wrong. And that's the artist's impression. I mean, again, it's a most bizarre case. You do get this where doctors and nurses do unspeakable things. And this is one of those cases. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I don't know, very, very strange. This is an interesting one. American candy shops. We've touched on these before, them being a hotbed of crime and whatnot. But the Westminster Council have said that you must crack down on American candy shops because they're everywhere. Councillor Adam Hugg told a meeting with Westminster's Scrutiny Commission that there are 29 stores on Oxford Street alone. Wow. And again, to give you an idea, here's a picture, and you see them everywhere, even in shopping malls, like Blue Water and places like that. They're everywhere. And some believe they're a front for criminal activity. And yeah, it's been revealed that many of these owe £9 million in unpaid business rates. It's just bonkers. He said to Westminster Scrutiny Commission, the rash of candy shops emerged during lockdown. In most cases, traders took advantage of those who simply wanted to fill empty shops to avoid paying business rates. This was Westminster Trading Standard officers seized £22,000 of fake Wonka chocolate bars from one shop last year. And again, they sell all manner of dodgy merchandise, including vapes and whatnot. And some believe it is a front for a criminal activity. So yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Meanwhile, we have some instant justice here because the Just Stop Oil environmentalists are in London again. And we have... where is it? Where was this? Does it say? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it is. But we have a motorist losing his temper and running over one of their feet, apparently. I'm sure she's fine. It'll be fine. But... don't worry, they're going to ban, was it slow walking, to combat the Just Stop Oil protesters. Of course. Meanwhile, remember to keep a jumper to hand because they reckon that temperatures are going to plunge to 7 degrees overnight with cooler temperatures ahead of King Chuck's coronation. So remember, don't cast a clout till May is out. So yeah, even though we had a little bit of sun the other day, wasn't enough, was it? We needed a little bit more sun. What else have we got? Ed Sheeran, he's still in court. It's been revealed that his Irish grandmother has died, so that's put him under pressure. But he's in court defending whether or not he copied Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On," and he said if he's found guilty, he will stop making music. So maybe there is a silver lining to this. I don't mean that. I think Ed Sheeran's all right, actually. Again, he does a lot of stuff with it. Well, he used to do a lot of stuff with a looper on stage, which I thought was pretty cool. He made looping mainstream, which was pretty cool. Meanwhile, Muller are having to pull thousands of Cadbury dessert products. Yeah, there's a food recall alert on these Cadbury-based desserts. So your dairy milks and your crunches and your flakes, which are produced under license from Mondelez International. Mondelez! Because of listeria. So, not good, is it? Not good. Meanwhile, some court news here. Let's have some court news. This is the story of Heather Akinwunmi, who's in her 50s. And she's been taken to court by Dominic Hyde, who's 57. So here's Mrs. Akinwunmi. She's in court. And this is Dominic Hyde. Oh, he's on sticks. He's suing her. What did she do? Well, the businessman claimed that the woman has turned his home into a living hell because she plays loud music and uses it as a weapon to punish him. Mr. Hyde insists he's been forced to quit his bedroom and retreat to a mattress in the living room in his flat in Brixton, South London, because he's suffering from long periods of sleep deprivation. And this is it. This is where they live. It's not good, is it? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I wonder if she played anything good, or did she play the same song over and over again? I like it when they do that. You know, you heard this when they play the same song over and over. But Miss Akinwunmi is fighting the harassment and nuisance accusation and told a judge that the pounding dance music cannot be hers because she has more gentle taste. She says, I don't play that sort of music, she said to Judge Alan Sagerson at Central London County Court. She said, I don't listen to songs like that. I listen to Capital, Choice and Heart FM. And she claims her neighbours are being overly sensitive to noise and added, I can't do anything without them complaining. Mr. Hyde said he and his wife had initially been on good terms with the upstairs neighbour, but things changed. And he says that their lives have been made a nightmare after more than 10 years due to their neighbour's behaviour. The court was played more than a dozen video clips taken by Mr. Hyde over several years as examples of the noise. One of them was taken at a time when he said Miss Akinwunmi had put on thumping dance music and then gone outside and sat on the wall opposite with her dog. An argument then ensued, during which she was accused her neighbour of making her flat smell and told Mr. Hyde, I'm not going to sleep. If I'm not going to sleep, you're not going to sleep. On another occasion, in 2017, she put on the music and walked out and did not return for 2 days. He said music was playing for non-stop for 48 hours and she said she was doing it for revenge. Her logic was she was saying we were putting smells through her floors. We weren't doing it at all. We couldn't convince it was that we weren't. We had no way of remedying this. Oh, so it's a real neighbour from hell thing, is it? But yeah, the Hydes are asking for a court order and well as a £30,000 damages payout. See, money, really? Just a court order to silence her would be enough, surely. But yeah, the judge will deliver his ruling at a later date. Could be. They call her the raver grandmother. I don't know. That's not good, is it? That's not good. Meanwhile, let's go to over. Where was this? I do love how the Daily Mail website just kind of falls over whenever I try and do anything. We're going to the Netherlands, and Dutch police were, well, bemused when they stopped a fellow, and they looked at his ID, they looked at his driving licence, right, and it was he had a Ukrainian driving licence, but it was Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson. Yeah, the police at Netherlands Groningen Centrum. This was taken on the 1st of May. A drunk driver had a fake driving licence featuring Boris Johnson's date of birth and photograph. Oh dear. Yeah, a car crashed into a pole near the Emma Bridge in the northern city of Groningen. The car was abandoned, but police were later told the driver was standing on the bridge. The person could not identify himself and refused to undertake a breathalyzer test. But the 35-year-old man from the small town of Zudun, west of Groningen, was arrested. And police searched his car and they found a fake driver's licence belonging to Boris Johnson. That's not good, is it? The police spokesman said, as far as I'm aware, the real Mr. Boris Johnson was not in the Netherlands at the time. I'm glad we got that one sorted. Oh dear, that's not a good idea, is it? That's not a good idea. Meanwhile, I've got an update. I don't know if you remember the case of the Mr. Magoo grandfather, Andrew Singleton. I don't know if you remember. Here he is, and he got accused of groping a nurse and found guilty of it. Do you remember? He got found guilty because he said he touched her. Well, he accidentally touched her breast while trying to look at a name tag. Right. Well, he's had his sex assault conviction overturned because he won an appeal. Yeah. Retired businessman who was compared to Mr. Magoo, the animated cartoon character, myopic animated cartoon character, denied any wrongdoing and simply had been too embarrassed to say he'd forgotten her name. After clearing his name, he said that good old-fashioned good manners are a thing of the past. He said, I think it's absolute crime that this case was ever taken to court. We're always hearing about the backlog in the court, so why was a decision taken to prosecute me? And for those of you who don't know, here's a picture of Mr. Magoo. Oh! Can't do that anymore. Can't do Mr. Magoo anymore. Do you remember the live action one? Wasn't it Steve Martin? Wasn't it Steve Martin was Mr. Magoo? Yeah, buried that film. Or did I imagine that? Did I dream that? Did I dream? Or was that Sergeant Bilko? I don't know what I'm talking about now. But yeah, he said it's only happened because I'd forgotten the nurse's name and felt embarrassed to ask it. You know, he said my reputation take a battering over this. I'm delighted I've been able to clear my name. So there we go. So there we go. That was an update. Meanwhile, apparently, we're going to Ukraine. Russian troops, right? You're going to love this. Russian troops were camping in a forest near Chernobyl's nuclear disaster. Yeah, right. You know Chernobyl, where the nuclear reactor went disastrously wrong. Well, apparently, the soldiers there went fishing in the nuclear reactor's cooling chamber, like you do. This is pure Darwinism in action, right? They spent around a fortnight in the vicinity of the radioactive nuclear reactor in March last year. This was 37 years after it exploded and spilled the reactor core into the environment. Again, it's a dangerous place. Well, now many of them are suffering from radiation sickness. No shit. Ay. And there's a picture. There you go. Looks quite nice. But yeah, don't go fishing in Chernobyl's nuclear reactor. This is a weird one. This is about deep faking and AI. It comes from TikTok, and it's the story of a lady called Iwona Wixarek, right? Now, she went missing 13 years ago, and someone created a deep fake of her, basically saying, does anybody know where I am? What happened to me? And it's utterly bizarre, because like I said, this woman went missing, and this is back in July 2010. She went missing. She'd gone out with a few friends, but they'd had an altercation and got separated, like you do, and she never made it back. And I think this is the last CCTV image I have of the lady. But yes, someone, wrong bloody button. Oh, stupid trackpad. Someone made this bizarre deepfake video. Wixarek's distraught mother said to the Fact newspaper, "Why would anyone make fun of a human tragedy? Why is she playing with my daughter's image and family tragedy?" Many have slammed the video of being tasteless, while one person saying a disgusting and cruel treatment of the image of a missing woman, another blow to her mother. Again, it's really, really odd that someone should do that. But again, this is the power of AI and deep faking. It's quite strange. It was the Met Gala last night, and they were paying tribute to Karl Lagerfeld, and of course there's lots of pictures of the pretty people there. But one of the best costumes was this. Someone decided to go as Karl Lagerfeld's cat. Do you know who that was? Does anyone know? Whoops. Well, it was Jared Leto. Yeah, there he is. Later on, it was him. He actually does take the cat's head off on the runway. Here he is. Surprise! It's hard to believe that me and Jared are the same age, isn't it? I mean, I'm 76, but there you go. That's fashion for you, I suppose. What else have we got here? Of course, it's the school strike day today. What else have we got? Royal. Oh, there's a lot of royal stuff again, because again, Charlie's coronation is very, very. We've got to pledge allegiance to Charlie, haven't we? That should be good. Meanwhile, Daily Mail are reporting on the cost of living crisis again. Are they? Yeah. Apparently, cheap ready meals, coffee and tin goods all surge as food price inflation is a record high of 15.7%. Again, there are some presenters on LBC who say that the Daily Mail doesn't report on any of this. But like I say, we always cover it when it's on. And they've even done a little Instagram for us. Instagram name, right? Oh, what am I saying? I've suddenly had a massive brain fart. I think it's because I'm actually wrestling with the browser. It's not making this easy for me today. It seems to have a mind of its own, and I could just punching something because it's like wading through bloody treacle. Oh dear. I know I'm going to end up just going to buy a new computer. I think that's probably it. As you can see, there we go. Those are the... What are you huffing for? What, dog cam? We can do dog cam if you want. There we go. There's some dog cam. But yeah, food prices. They're not going down, are they? Not going down yet. Right, let's see if I can get this back on track again. Oh dear. What else have we got? So we've done food prices. There's a lot of royal news. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's boring. Again, guys, a lot of Met Gala news as well, with all the dresses. But we did the best story, which is Jared Leto's cat. Oh, God, it's a murder story. Can't do that. We've got some propaganda coming out of North Korea. Apparently, this is a good one. Kim Jong-un is using child influencers as young as 11 to preach about the idyllic lives that they have in North Korea. This is part of a propaganda campaign by the country to make everything look a lot better. Speaking in perfect English, one 11-year-old girl goes by the name Sai has racked up more than 30,000 subscribers, while her introductory video has been watched over 500,000 times. And here she is, talking about, I guess, one of her favourite books, and her idyllic life in North Korea. Yeah, the girl is believed to be a daughter of a North Korean diplomat who worked in London. Reveals the reason for her fluent English is because her mother taught her the language from a very young age. Talks about her favourite book being Harry Potter. And yeah, so Dr. Colin Alexander, a political communications senior lecturer specialising in East Asian politics in Nottingham Trent, said the videos themselves are interesting for several reasons. They tend to use females with the intention of creating a sense of the innocent. The younger girl speaks in a southern English rather than American accent. It's both bemusing but also important. Perhaps Pyongyang sees this accent as an international signifier of integrity. There's mention of Harry Potter in an attempt to create bonds between young adults and children around the world. There you go. And this is another one called Yumi, who is talking about, I think it's ice cream. So yeah, we've got propaganda. But the funny thing is social media is banned in North Korea, so it is specifically targeted for the Western world. We have some Darwinism here. This is Isaiah Sinti Dewey, a 38-year-old, plummeted to her death at the Kuala Namu airport in Medan on April the 24th. Because what she did is she forced open the doors of the lift and she went out the wrong end, look, and fell. The actual doors opened behind her, but she went the other way. Again, Darwinism in action there. How daft. I mean, when you see the doors opening. I've got to just get my animal story lined up. Oh, there's another one. There's another animal story. We could do that one. Oh, I've got two. I've got 2 animal stories to come. Oh, I've seen our new place, Mrs. I've seen our new place. Oh, I quite fancy it. This is Blear Moor Cottage in Whernside, North Yorkshire, and I don't know. I like it. It's 250,000, but yeah, it's was it a doer-upper? Needs a bit of love, but apparently it's one of the most secluded places to own. Look at that. I'd love that. I want to live there. It's a 3-bedroom cottage. And here's the kitchen. But yeah, it was originally listed last summer for 300,000, but they dropped 50 grand off, and I think it's subsequently sold. So you have to do a lot of work on it, I think. But I like the idea that it's absolutely totally remote and in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is. It's got no mains electricity or water, and it's Britain's most remote cottage. It's got holes in the floors. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh God, there's another animal story. It's amazing. 1 minute there aren't any, and then there's loads. There's loads. Okay. Meanwhile, photographer Ken Pretty took this photograph of an iceberg in Newfoundland's Conception Bay. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, Conception Bay. But that's not the joke. No, the joke is Ken Pretty, the Canadian photographer, actually comes from the town of Dildo. I don't even have to write any of this stuff. It's just there. I just do stuff. Yeah. Who wants to see some stupid? You want to see some stupid? Let's go to Pomona in California. This was at the XPW wrestling event, and just waiting for everything to a wrestler called Masada decided he was going to come up with a new stunt where he'd kind of blow a fireball at his competitor, but it didn't quite go to plan. If we could see so here we go. So he's got the flaming torch. This is probably going to get claimed, right? And well, yeah, it didn't quite go as planned. Don't worry, he was all right. He's just a little crispy. I don't know. You're always so careful, aren't you? You're so careful. Meanwhile, let's have a look. I've got a couple of animal stories, like I said. This is we're going to the Huaidong County People's Hospital in China, in the Sichuan province. This happened on the 20th of April, and I've got to get the video queued up. Again, a patient went in with oh, there's an advert. Of course there is. There always is. What is it? An advert for kazoo, right? But anyway, lady went in with an ear problem, and so they had a look in their ear, and there was a spider. Hey, look, little spider living in her ear. Hello, little spider. Out you come. So yeah, but yeah, ugh. Ugh. It's not good, is it? Fancy having a spider in your ear. So yeah, I had to get a spider out of her ear. They thought it was her eardrum, but that silky web was the spider. He'd made a little home for himself. Yeah. Yeah, she had a suspected case of tinnitus, but they realised that there was this spider in her right ear. So he used an endoscope and some tweezers, and this spider launches itself at the probe. It was lucky it weren't a poisonous spider. But yeah, the doctor, Han Huinglong, a physician at the Department of Otolaryngology, told media the web-made spider looked very similar to an eardrum. And when the ear endoscope first did it, nothing abnormal was found. But when you look closely, there seemed to be something moving underneath. So I pushed the spider web aside, and it was about to flee, but we took it out smoothly. Yeah, they reckon it was going to possibly, might have been laying eggs there. I feel too good now. I just feel a bit sick. But let's end on a good one. We're talking about Odin the Raven. He's 11 years old. He lives at the Tropical Butterfly House Wildlife Conservation Park in Sheffield, in South Yorkshire. And what does he do? Well, Odin, he's a bit of an artist. Look. Yeah, he paints. And they've been letting Odin paint for years. There you go. They use bright animal-safe paints, and Odin, they say she's got a rather aggressive technique. Yeah. And some have notice again was this. They've got a competition of whether it was created by Jackdaw or Jackson Pollock, or I guess in this one, Jackdaw Pollock. Right, so Raven or Pollock? I'm going to tell you that's obviously it's Raven, because I know me Pollocks, because that's a Pollock, because he dealt with more dribbles, and this is a Jackdaw as well, so you can tell. Uses more, like I say, aggressive brush strokes. I think I've hit a new low. I'm actually critiquing animal art now, and that's a load of Pollocks as well. There you go. So yeah, Jackdaw Pollock. There you go. That's your animal story for today. Let's see if there's anyone in the chat room. I doubt it. No, it's 10 people in. There we go. That's almost lively, isn't it? Kaz is in. It's a good day. Temperatures in East Yorkshire is warm. Set to get even hotter. Good for you. Payne's in. It's a good afternoon. Raven says Leslie Nielsen. Well, we had a Raven in the last story. Tyrone says trick of the towel. I don't know why. And Raven adds should have been Judi Dench. Again, I don't know what they're referring to. Well, that's the story. Who knows what they're going on about? I don't even know why I bother talking to them. But that was the news. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you didn't, there'll be another video, probably a much better video along in a moment in your suggestion. If you've got autoplay enabled, stick around. There'll be a better video from somebody else. But yeah, that was the news. Killing the channel, one video at a time. If you enjoyed it, you know you've got to drink it up.